Hi, this is Jim with Porcine Associates, LLC. This video we're going to show you how to set up the Dynaview to save data files. Once you save them, you can export them to Excel, you can print them, send them to your customer. We'll have a separate video on showing you how to set up Excel, but in this one we'll just show you how to set up the Dynaview. So here we have a view of the Dynaview, just taking some simulated data. Your front panel may look a little different than this. This is the latest and greatest version, but the features that we're going to go through haven't changed at all. So first thing is that setting up for data capture is a recipe by recipe function. So I've loaded a recipe in here that doesn't have this, so we're going to go into setup and then setup and then manage recipes. And here's the main recipe screen, and notice there's a reports banner. There, we touch that and you see that text, graphics, and saving the data is disabled. So we're going to say save data to file. And at the top it shows you how many data points to retain. And we recommend just sampling every 100 feet, do 10 samples. This is plenty good enough for the kind of data that is acquired by the Dynaview. Your process changes very slowly, and so it just minimizes the amount of data that's in the file. So now say done at this point. Done again. And done again. Now this recipe is set up to save data. Now it saves it. If you have a USB drive plugged into the front of the Dynaview, it will put the file in the root directory of that drive. It also saves the last 10 data files on an internal directory, which in the next video where I talk about Excel, I'll show you how to get to that. But it doesn't. In order for that to happen, you do have to have the Dynaview on the network, and the desktop computer has to have a path to the network address that the Dynaview has. So in your setup that might not be possible. You can talk to your data administrator, your network administrator, to see if that's going to work. But you can always just plug in a USB drive to the front of it and use the sneaker net when you want to get at the data. You just unplug the drive and plug it into your desktop computer. So here we go. Well, now data is saved on a kind of role-centric basis. To start the data saving, you have to push the button New Role, Start and New Role. It gives you a name, and it suggests the name here, and that says Role 1. Every time you do this, it'll bump the number up to Role 2, Role 3, etc. So we'll just accept that name, all right. Say OK, and now you see it's the green banner here. It says it's recording the data. So we'll just wait for a few seconds until it actually gets some of the data onto the USB drive and puts it into that internal data storage. Well, that's probably enough. That's not too many data points, but it's enough to show what's happening. So now we go back into setup, and you can, if you say New Role, it'll close that data file, automatically open another data file and start recording again. You can pause the recording if you'd like, or just stop. We'll stop. Okay, so now if you have a USB drive plugged in, you have to wait maybe 10 seconds after you push the stop button before you pull the drive out, just to let it have enough time to write the data. But the data will be in the root drive of that directory. So that's all there is to it. Next time you set up a recipe, if you want, it's the easiest way to do this is to find a recipe that's similar to the one that you want to set up, then change the few things that you want to change, and then save it. So that way, if you have a recipe set up for reports already in the way you want, you can just use that as the template, make the changes you need, save it in a different place, and all the setup for the reports will remain as the old recipe. So now that's all for this one. This video, you can open the next one. And I'll be on my desktop with Excel, and we can show you how that works. So bye for now.